I think that in my life, I'm just like anybody else. I'm not a superhero, I'm not someone who never cries or never is scared anymore, but we all go through ups and downs. And I guess what people can see in my disability is my brokenness, but also see the joy in my smile. And they're curious, how do I get my strength and how do I get through depression and fear? And I think people are just challenged to say, wow, if a man without arms and legs can dream big, then so can I.
You have a phrase there that it says, dream big and never give up, and another attitude is attitude. But one question that I have is, someday, before you start speaking about this, did you have an anger or did you feel bad against God?
Yeah, when I was a child, I really didn't understand God at all, wondering why was I born this way. And I actually blamed God for the pain. And in the Torah, it explains very clearly that God is not the one who gives us pain. It's the enemy. But what the enemy tried to use for bad, God can turn into good. So I didn't understand that for many years. I felt alone. I was bullied at school. Everyone had more than me. And I never thought I'd ever have a hope, plan, and a future. In Jeremiah 29 verse 11, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. And so I knew that, but I couldn't see it. And faith is believing in something you do not see. And it took some time to get through that depression. I actually nearly tried to commit suicide. I nearly was successful. And I'm so thankful I'm here. And I just hope they can see, everyone can see, that if God could do this with my broken pieces, then He can do beautiful things with everyone's broken pieces if we trust Him.
You spoke about bullying. Now it's a common topic in the schools. What would you say to somebody who is being bullied because he has something in his physique or something that bothers other people and they are bullying it all the time? What would you say to him? What advice would you say to him?
Well, for anyone who's bullying someone, I want you to know that you don't know if your victim is going through a very difficult time at home. Maybe they're being abused physically, emotionally, sexually, and they're having a very hard time in life, and they feel like maybe school is the only place that they can sort of escape from their torment. Yet, us teenagers, we're thinking, well, we're just having fun. No, you really affect someone's life. The tongue, you can kill someone or save someone. You can really make a difference in someone's life. And so I don't want to be a part of a reason for someone to hate their life. I want to be part of someone's reason to live and never give up.
And what would you say to the victim that is suffering the bullying? How to manage it?
If you don't know the truth of your value, then you will die with the lie. And in Psalm 139, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. And we're not a mistake. We all make mistakes, but none of us are a mistake. Life is a journey. And so we must understand that your value is not determined on how you look or what you have. Happiness is sought after everyone, yet where do you find it? It's not in money or drugs or sex or alcohol or pornography or things around the world. The greatest things in this life are not things. And so with faith and a positive attitude, you can overcome that.
Somebody says that we are spoiling our kids, giving them everything and not letting them know that there are people that doesn't have everything. Do you think that we are spoiling them? What do you say to the kids? You are now with Kadima, bring it to this speech, with Fundación Naye. Thanks to them, you are here at Montesinar with the Jewish community. What would you say to the parents? We have to spoil them, we have to give them everything to our kids.
I want to thank the Jewish community so much for their love and allowing me to share the message of hope here. And I also definitely want to encourage the parents to continue to plant those seeds of love and truth in your teenagers' lives. Even when they put a do not disturb sign on their door, you stick your head in through their window and you tell them that they're beautiful, that God has a plan for them. But I believe that every parent needs to have wisdom in how my parents brought me up. They didn't spoil me, yet they didn't hold back. So it was a balance. It was discipline. It was letting me try. It was letting me fail. They didn't give me any special treatment. They gave me a wonderful work ethic in my life. And I really am thankful for my parents. What my parents taught me is the foundation of who I am today. And I think a great thing to do is expose your children to the reality that 53% of Mexico is not, you know, on an affluent level at all. That we need to help each other. That, you know, we need to help everyone from every religion, from every race. We need to love each other and really make a difference in this world one day at a time. So spoiling, I don't know, I can't say that, but I know I'm not going to spoil my kid, but man, I'm going to bless him a lot. So.
Talking about your kid, it was one of your dreams to have a kid. Now tell me, how are you going to teach your kid when somebody's got, you know, kids are very mean. Somebody tells him something about you at school.
We tell all the children wherever I go, and I'm going to say the same thing to my son: don't worry about what other people think of you. You're beautiful just the way that you are. Instead of being angry for what you don't have, be thankful for what you do have. And when you don't get a miracle, you can still be a miracle for someone else. Thank you so much.
Tell me, just to finish. All right, thank you.
Oh, what do you
want? I wanted to ask you two other things just like that. You are working with Kadima now here. For some people, it's very hard, and they told me, to see somebody that has some discapacity. What will you tell these people? It's not like, I don't know, it's not like hate, it's like fear or not to know what to say. You know, it's hard for somebody to say he doesn't have any links. How do you say, what do you say to these people who has that special?
The people who want to interact with people with special needs?
No, when they see you, they say, for example, somebody tell me, I don't want to go, I feel strange going to the meeting with him because...
No, I think what we got to understand is, you know, breaking down those barriers. Every person has disabilities. Everyone has brokenness. Everyone has fear. You can see my physical limitation, but we can see that there are many people who put limits on themselves, even with able-bodied people. So we got to love each other. Our value is not determined on how we look or what we have. We're all God's creation.
Nick, it's a pleasure having you here in Mexico City, and we
always going to interview you. She's very friendly.
We are blessed that we have someone like you, so special, to have us talk us here. Not us, because we are grown-ups, but for the teenagers, you know, they are starting, and one point and one seed that you can put in their brain right now that they are growing, they're gonna grow kind of different, kind of. So thank you very much for being here, really.
Thank you very much.
To the contrary.